if you didn't read for homework before you came here, the text of Herodotus, which I asked you to read, you're forgiven. Because I will quickly do a 1-minute summary of what Herodotus, the so-called father of history, says. So once upon a time, there was a big festival of the goddess Hera. You heard about Hera already on the bus. She controls all of nature. She kind of is Mother Nature and is the consort of Zeus. And the city of Argos, and then he will point to where the city of Argos is when we get up on the top of the hill, had a yearly festival celebrating the seasonality of Hera, because the very name Hera means seasonality. She is the goddess of the season. She controls nature. She controls the cosmos. She's all-powerful, and because she controls the idea of being on time, the idea of sacrificing 100 oxen, with 2 superstar oxen being the models for the sacrifice of all the other oxen, is an extremely important ritual for the civic life of the city of Argos, all right? And in terms of the myth always has something going wrong. Myth is dysfunctional, and only the present, where ritual is being done, is functional. That's a basic takeaway. So the 2 oxen that are supposed to be the star sacrificees are not there on time, and this is supposed to celebrate being on time. And so the priestess has 2 sons, and they take over where the oxen should be, and they pull the wagon of the priestess all the way from the city of Argos, 45 stadium lengths away from here, to this spot, and then all the way uphill. And naturally, by the time they get there, this is such a superhuman feat that I'll do a spoiler, they die. But they die in a mystical way. And before the death happens, the priestess is praying to the goddess, saying, "Everybody is so proud of my boys, and this is the happiest moment of my life. How can this kind of happiness be bottled," that's my expression, "and made into something permanent?" And so what happens is that these 2 boys become heroes of the city-state of Argos. And when we get to Delphi, you will see their statues. The beauty of it is that Herodotus, who's considered to be, as I said on the bus, the father of world history, thinks that this myth, and when I say myth, I mean a sacred story, a sacred narrative, is somehow the key to all world history. I said that on the bus already, but I want to make sure that you appreciate that this is happening, and that the reason I say everything is coming together for me is that's what the goddess represents. And